good morning, everybody. And just like that, it is a Saturday morning with your girl Babby. I am your purpose pusher, your fellow dream chaser, the absolute best goal friend. There is GOAL friend that you will find anywhere also in this season. It has been declared that I am a midwife. I help people to birth purpose, and now I need all my purpose pushes to push. So I do not own the rights to any music played. This morning I am playing Alexis Spikes. It will be all right. Y'all, please speak as y'all come in. I see viewers on, but y'all know I think I be doing too much sometimes. So I'm trying to make sure that my comments are reflecting. Good morning, everybody. It is a Saturday morning for coffee and conversation. So maybe you got your favorite coffee mug, your favorite beverage, whatever it is. Don't forget to love and share. Somebody that's on, please give a comment so that I can make sure that my comments are showing up. Y'all don't make me have to go comment on my own stuff now, just for testing purposes. Okay, thank you, Valencia. Thank you. So I do know that my comments are being displayed. All right, so let's jump right in. I know, like I said, it seems like it's been a minute. Hey, Aunt Tina. Hey, I see my BFF Sean popping on this morning. Y'all, look, I know my Monday nights have been off for the past 2 Mondays. I have some people that don't even really go on Facebook that often, but they'll break their Facebook protest to come on and see my lives on Monday nights. And I know, hey cousin, I know I have not been doing the past 2 Monday nights. Well, of course, this past Monday was MLK Day. Y'all don't forget to love and share. And the Monday before that, I can't think of what was going on, but whatever it was, I was not online. And I have been kind of faithful to the Saturdays. So look, I'm gonna just jump in and share this. Y'all know I like to do the shoulder action. It's something about that shoulder action that just blesses my entire soul. So again, I want to give a shout out to my girl Tiffany Harmon. I had on a sweatshirt last week that she had gotten me that said "Not today, Satan," and she bought me this mug as well that says "Y'all need Jesus." And of course, she wanted me to get a sweatshirt to match it for my live. So my girl Katisa hooked that up. So you got your little swag going on. So look, topic this morning. You ain't about that life, so why are you acting like it? Like you have known some people that claim certain things, claim certain attributes, claim to know certain people, those people that name drop, all that kind of stuff. Or people about their gangster life or their bougie life or their broke life, whatever life they want to act like they are part of. You ain't about their life, so why are you acting like it? Oh, y'all just let me put on one earring this morning. I don't know what the other one is. It's just I think it's in the bathroom. It's gonna have to stay there. But look, sometimes you have people that display something that they are not. They say, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. So I've been in this game a long time. But let me tell you something. You ain't about that life, so I don't know why you acting like it. What life is that I'm speaking of? I'm talking about the life of giving up. Hey, mama, I'm talking about the life of giving up. I'm talking about the life of being frustrated. I'm talking about the life of being agitated. I'm talking about the life of being overwhelmed. I'm talking about the life of not succeeding. You ain't about that life, so why you acting like it? Why are you allowing small challenges to stop you dead in your tracks? Why are you allowing what the naysayers are saying or doing to stop you from launching out into their vision? You ain't about that life. What life am I talking about that you ain't about? You ain't about the life of giving up. You ain't about the life of throwing in the towel. Hey, Jen. Jen rose to the occasion. She's running for an office in the national church, and I'm so excited. Trustee boy, come on, Jen, pull that campaign out. You ain't about that life of not being who you truly are. You're not about that life of not fulfilling your purpose. So why are you acting like it? Why do we allow small things? Why do we allow little things? And yeah, at the time it may seem big, but why are we allowing things to throw us off of our game? Why are we allowing things that people say? Some people, they don't like you. So why care what the people that don't even like you say? You ain't about that life, so stop acting like it. What life is it that you're not about? You're not about the life of being overwhelmed. Life situations and circumstances will not suffocate you. So stop acting like we ain't playing the victim in this in 2021. We're not doing the victim role. Yes, there are some times when we have been the victim, but we ain't even playing that role no more. We are about the life of moving forward. Hey, Tyranny, we are about the life of moving forward. We are about the life of branding. We are about the life of expanding. So if you ain't about that life of giving up. That ain't the life you about. So stop acting like it. Stop acting like you don't have the strength to go on to the next thing. Stop acting like just because this product or this particular project or this particular vision or goal didn't make it, that it's time for you to give up. You ain't about that quitting life. You ain't about that giving up life. You ain't about that stopping life. You ain't about that being at the bottom of the barrel life. You ain't about that life. So stop acting like it. What do I mean by stop acting like it? Get out of the mindset of being defeated. You were not born to have a defeated mindset. You were not developed and created to have a defeated mindset. Yes, there are some things in life. Yes, there are some situations that will make us feel defeated, but we ain't about the life of taking that label on. We're not about that life of being categorized as a loser. We're not about the life of being categorized as a quitter. Yes, life whooped my tail. Yes, this particular project did not work. Yes, I tried this once before, but just because it did not go through, I'm not about that life of giving up. I'm not about that life of not fulfilling and living out my purpose in its entirety. I'm not about that life of allowing not having enough resources to make me quit. Because if God gave it to you, again, when I talk, I ain't just talking to the saved people. Because God don't just, he ain't like that. He ain't funny like that. God don't just bless the saved. He reigns on the just and the unjust. So the thing is, when he was creating you, when he was forming you, when he was shaping you, when he was saying, I know the plans that I have for you, a plan to prosper, plans of peace. Look, that's the life we about. We ain't about this defeated life. So again, regardless of what it looks like, regardless of what it seems like, we've got to take on the mindset and we've got to adapt back to, you know what? I'm a winner. I'm a conqueror. I'm an overcomer. That's it, Jen. Get out of our own way. Sometimes we are the obstacle. This bracelet is killing me. Sometimes we are the stumbling block. Sometimes we are the obstacle. Sometimes we are the one that's stopping us. We've got to because we ain't about that life. We are not about that life of not bringing the championship home. We are not about that life of not bringing the trophy home. Terry, I looked at her story. There was a young lady that did my silk press, the last one, and everybody went gaga over. You know, y'all went cuckoo cocoa puss over because y'all remember me from being a bald-headed girl when I did all the big chop, cut my hair off. Terry, but I remember reading her story where the place that her salon is now, what she's paying now is what she was going to pay for like 1 week of a boot camp she was going to do. Sometimes we walk into blessings and don't even realize you are not about the life. Some of y'all are not about the life of punching the clock. So don't act like it. Don't act if the entrepreneurial spirit is on you, if marketplace ministry is on you, you ain't about the life of punching the clock. So stop acting like it. Stop doing it if that's not what your call is. Now, if your call is to punch a clock, don't be out here trying to be an entrepreneur and you ain't got no business sense. Don't be out here trying to be an entrepreneur and you don't know how to talk to people. You don't have no customer service. So again, be about the life that you were designed to be and you were designed to have. Good morning, Sue. You ain't about that life of being a loser. You ain't about that life of just saying this is too much for me. You ain't about that life of saying, oh, I got a great idea, but nothing ever comes out of it. Nothing ever comes from it. You are not about that life. So stop acting like it. Stop acting like you are at the bottom of the barrel. Stop acting like you are the least of these. Stop acting like what's imparted in you is not important and it's not worthwhile and it's not gonna prosper. You ain't about that life, baby. We about the life of prospering. We about the life of coming up. That's right, Brandy. We about the life of being a conqueror. We about the life of doing things. Jennifer, who hates being in the front line of anything. Good morning, Pumpkin. Y'all know I told y'all, I just said she's running for office in the national church. And that's a big thing in our church. I'm so glad she finally stepped out into her legacy. We cannot help the legacy that we're born into. So we might as well just get ready to carry the weight on our shoulders. And if you don't have a legacy that you're stepping into, what's stopping you from starting the legacy that generations to come will say, I'm standing on the shoulders of Sharonda. I'm standing on the shoulders of Jennifer. I'm standing on the shoulders of Michael and Portia. I'm standing on the shoulders of Terranique. If you don't have a lineage you created, you be the starting point. You be the starting point. That's the life that we about. We ain't about this life that ain't got no legacy. We ain't about this life that ain't. So stop acting like it. And when we have to stop again, us not acting like it is simply us changing our mindset. I have a book that's inside of me there for years. Sometimes every now and then you'll see my aunt post on my page. Have you written anything today? Have you written anything today? And what happens is sometimes we have so much potential inside of us and we simply sit on it. We don't do anything. We got great ideas. You know what all our great ideas are? Right up here. floating around right up here. Why? Because we didn't write the vision. Why? Because we didn't go after it. Why? Because we didn't do it. Why? Because we allowed fear or being out of our comfort zone. We allowed that to halt us from doing what we have been birthed to do. But I say it so many times, you are the answer for somebody. You are what somebody has been praying for. You are what somebody has been looking for. The world has need of you. If you don't realize that, then oh my God, I need you to go back and check some more lives. You are the answer for somebody. You are the smile for somebody. You are the joy for somebody. You are the reminder that God has not forgotten me for somebody. So every step that you take towards your purpose, every step that you take towards your destiny, you don't realize it's almost like a chain link, and you have somebody that's connected to you. You have somebody that's attached to you, and they need you to step out so that they can step out. I'm telling you, I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. So the legacy sometimes has to start with you. The vision sometimes has to start with you. The multiple streams of income has to start with you. The learning how to save and to invest in stocks and bonds has to start with you. We've got to start somewhere. And if you don't have a legacy that you're attached to, you be the originator. You be the nucleus. You be the start. And we've got to lose the fear in this season. Woo! Y'all, I feel it this morning, and I'm so excited, and it really doesn't even have anything to do with me. I'm excited because I see the answer on my timeline. I see the goodness on my timeline. I see the fruition on my timeline. We ain't about that life of being no suckers. We ain't about that life of letting life punk us out. We're saying we're coming in hard. We're coming in relentless. We're coming in with a tenacity. Yes, we will get knocked down sometimes, but just like we know that we get knocked down, we know that we're going to rise back up. We know that we're going to lift back up. We know that we're going to come up to the occasion. And what you thought, when you thought life took me out, I ain't about that life. I ain't about that getting punked out life. That ain't me. Nope, can't do it. I ain't about that life of not leaving a legacy attached to my name. I ain't about that life of always complaining and never finding the silver lining in a situation. I ain't about that life of my glass is half empty. My glass is always half full. Matter of fact, my glass is running over. You have got to change your mindset. I have got to change my mindset. We have got to, Jennifer, we ain't about that life of losing. What? No, we on legacy right now. We're on something totally different. So what I want to encourage you on today is simply about shifting and changing our mindset, because we ain't about that life. Some of us living a life we ain't about. Some of us flogging. Some of us flogging, some of us front, some of us acting like we're about that life of life taking us out. Oh, heck to the now. No. That's not what we were built. That's not what we were created to be. That's not what we were destined to be. That's not what we were designed to be. We are not about that life of Lodabar. Nah, baby, take me up to the mountaintop where Dr. King was. He said he went on the mountaintop and he seen the promised land. Baby, you got to live in a place of seeing the promises and not to see them take place in the hereafter, but the promises that he has for you right now. That's for the saved and unsaved, because we are free will people. He had a plan for all of us. Now, whether we follow it or not, that's just like the GPS. Whether we follow the GPS or we be like, oh, now you know what? I know another way. I'm going to bust a left right here instead of taking a right, like the GPS said. But what we don't realize is, see, the GPS, like Waze, it knows where it's a accident ahead, or they know it's road construction ahead. See, we don't know that. We try to go off our own intellect sometimes, and we try to outsmart the eye in the sky. We try to outsmart the GPS. Now I'm a cut through the cut. I know a cut, but see, you didn't realize they were working on the streets on the cut through the cut. You didn't realize that it was a police raid on the cut through the cut. And now we in the middle of some foolishness that we could have avoided had we simply followed the instructions and the plan and the design for our lives. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, some of us have hit pit stops in life. Some of us have hit rough spots in life. Some of us have hit like a total red light where we completely had to stop. But look, that's it, Jen. Lean not to our own understanding. That's right, Sharonda. My life is forward and upward. But we got to get to a place where we start seeking and searching what is the plan for my life. Again, I'm talking to the saved and the unsaved, because he talks to all of us. Now, some of us, he might talk to us more than others. But at the same time, if you have marketplace ministry, ministry on you, if you have a vision, if you have a goal, if you have something you're striving to do, now is the time in the month of Uno, in the month of January, to say, you know what, God, I cannot afford to waste 11 more months of this year going around. You got me going in circles. What he say? All round and round I go. We ain't going in circles in this season. We are, in the words of Sharonda, moving forward and upward. We do not have time to be like the children of Israel, wandering in the wilderness, something that should have taken 40 days, taken 40 years. No. We ain't got that kind of time on our hands. We've got things to do. Y'all don't forget to love and share. We've got things to do in this season. Just simply follow the instructions. That's all I just wanted to remind you all this morning, that we are not about that life. So we're going to stop flogging. We're going to stop acting like life whooping our butt. It might be whooping our butt, but you know what? We're going to, in Kevin Davis' words, bounce back. We finna bounce back, baby. And the thing about God gave me a cold bounce back game. Like, my bounce back game is so cold that you won't even realize I was out the game for a whole quarter. You ain't gonna even realize I was in the back in triage, trying to be wrapped up, trying to be fixed, trying to be restored. You ain't gonna even realize I was in triage. You ain't gonna even realize I missed the whole third quarter, because when I come back, my bounce back game is so cold. Baby, I'm the comeback kid. And that's what you've got to kind of hype yourself. You know, sometimes you gotta have a hype man. Sometimes you gotta be your own hype man. You gotta be your own hype woman and say, you know what? You got more in you. You better look in that mirror and say, it's greater in me. I ain't about this life of throwing away dreams and throwing away visions and throwing away goals. I ain't about that life where I just got all my ideas up here and they never are manifesting because I didn't step out, because I was too lazy. And see, that's my thing sometimes. I'm not going to necessarily say I'm lazy, but my pitfall is I am a procrastinator. And I have to understand that everybody doesn't work under pressure like that. Like, I think pressure like pushes me, but that really ain't it. I just know I got to get it done. So when it's a little crunch time, but see, yeah. Woo, God is doing this on my procrastination. God is doing this to some of you because he's put again the saved and the unsaved. Whether you in the marketplace ministry, whether you starting a vision, starting a dream, starting a business, starting a life, starting to exercise, starting to lose weight, starting to, whatever it is that you're doing. Sometimes he got to pop us on our head because we get so settled. We get content. And there's a difference in being content and being just comfortable in our nothingness. And sometimes I've gotten comfortable with doing lives. I can do this in my sleep. I've gotten comfortable doing it. But where is the discipline? Some of us, we're going to have discipline that's going to allow us to be moved to the next level. I'm showing I'm faithful to this, but that sitting down and that writing block that I'm supposed to do. And for you, it might not be writing. For you, it might be recording a CD. For you, it might be a promotion, applying for a different position on your job. For you, it might be doing whatever it is for you. Sometimes we get so complacent. Misha, you're complacent with lead praise and worship. It's nothing wrong with it, but what more does God have for you? You're more than just a praise and worship leader. And being a Levite is it's a weighty position. But what more does he have for you? You can worship him in your sleep because you're a worshiper. You can do it like that. It is genuine. It's genuine for you. Just like my life is genuine for me. But what discipline aspect are we going to have to take to move us to the next level? Just hit your hand and say, ouch. If you know you're guilty of being undisciplined in an area, just go ahead and say, ouch. Just go ahead and say, ouch. Erie, I'm looking at you so much more inside of you. Erie knows I fussed at him about his organization and his planning skills. The boy is a genius, but he got so much going on here. Sometimes he's trying to give his attention to 15 different projects instead of honing in on one thing. My mother is so talented. Y'all see me. Y'all just know the voice of Valerie because my dad is out like that. But my mother is super amazingly talented. I love to direct. My mama was a directress back in the day. I love to write. My mother is a writer. So much of who I am, I got those attributes from my mom, but I have the personality and like in your face of my dad. But see, the thing is, what are you sitting on that the world is in need of? You heard of supply and demand. See, I see all these ouches on my timeline. We have so much more on the inside of us, and we cannot afford to be sitting in the same space in 2022 talking about, you know what, I should have did more in 2021. Y'all, we at the beginning. While we're at the beginning, while we're at the starting point, let's do it right. Let's do it right. It's almost like a teacher or a coach. And when you see the person doing it wrong, if you allow them to continue to do it wrong, they're going to think that's the right way. That's just like a coach, let's say, that's training a track star. My best friend, Sean, her daughter is runs track. So let's say your form is jacked up, but you speeding, baby. You're running like Flojo, but your form is some trash. If the coach doesn't stop you in the beginning stages and correct it, you're going to continue to do that, and you're going to think you're right. And that's what some of us are in. We're doing things in the wrong methods. We're doing things with the wrong mentality. We're doing things, and we're getting results. But it's some things that we need to clean up. It's some things we need to tighten up. It's some things we need to fix up. But the longer we do it, it'll be October and we still doing it wrong, and then wondering why we're not getting in full capacity. I put a post up about this yesterday. Just because you've been doing something for a long time, that does not mean you're good at doing it. Hear me and hear me good. Just because you've been doing it for a long time does not mean that you're good at doing it. I would be embarrassed to say I've been doing something since 2015 and it's 2021 and I'm still at the same level. Like, what have you been doing? Like, you should be ashamed to say that. You don't say that to nobody. Don't tell nobody you've been working on something for a long time. And so again, y'all, I'm telling y'all, we've got to put timelines on ourselves. Yes, we give ourselves grace. Yes, we give ourselves permission to mess up. Yes, we give ourselves permission to fall, but don't use that get out of jail free card for everything. Some of it is simply a lack of discipline. Do you hear me? Bernie Mac, I don't know if you're still doing your business with the herbal stuff, but we've got to, what goals have you set for yourself in this quarter? Terranique, what goals have you set for yourself? And that's another thing. She's, I guess, really into natural hair, because I saw when her post, it says, well, I want to branch out into like weaves and units and all that kind of stuff. So you're setting goals. You don't just stay complacent. You start mastering things, and then you level up. Level up, level up, level up. You level up, you go to the next level. You move up. Okay, so Bernie, you said you still, okay, let me check you on this thing. Bernie Mac, you said you still doing your herbal stuff. Now, it might just be me. I don't know where you promote it. I haven't seen any promotions on your personal page. So now the thing is, people didn't even know you were doing it. See, I didn't even know you were still doing it. So that means there's a lack somewhere, and we got to step it up. We got to step. You the answer. You what somebody looking for. Somebody trying to lose them inches, girl. They need what you got. Somebody trying to grow that little 1-inch piece of hair they got. They need what you got. But sometimes we get afraid. We get afraid to push and promote ourselves. We push and promote everybody else. Oh, yeah, she bad at this. Oh, yeah, she good at doing this. And then when it comes to ourselves, we get crickets on folks. We just be like, oh, yeah, okay. And it's not, sometimes we think it's a state of humility. Like, oh, I'm being humble. But you know what? We ain't bragging on ourselves. We're just making our boast in God, because I've taken that seed that he put inside of me. I've taken that gift that he put inside of me, and I've grown it. I've cultivated it. I've nourished it. And now there are results to it. Stop sitting on who you are, because other folks either are on your level or because you don't want to outshine them. Stop sitting on who you are, Jennifer Patterson Hill. We cannot help the fact that Bishop C.H. Mason is your great-grandfather and was the founder of the Church of God in Christ. You can't help it. It's just who you are. So we cannot be, no, that's who I am. I ain't bragging. I ain't boasting. It's just who I am. Okay, so Bernie Mac says she got a website. I don't promote on my personal page much. Okay, well, go ahead and do that at least once every now and then, because it's some people that's looking at so many different things out there. So many different, so you never know. And they don't even realize they connected to the plug. They don't even realize they scrolling your page and don't realize it. Misha, what are you doing, girl? It's time to step up. Kiki, it's time to step up. Simeon, it's time to step up. Y'all, so again, in this season, we ain't watering down. I talked about that the other day with Drew. We're not watering down who we are. We're not minimizing who we are. I'm just saying. And hey, let me say this. Before God whoop you through me, he don't whoop me. Trust me, I'm getting whooped on this live just like y'all are. Because I know it's January the 23rd and I ain't sat down and wrote one page of the book. I ain't even wrote the title of it. I ain't did nothing toward that book. So again, I can't say, hey, we're gonna do this, rah, rah, rah. And we get all excited. And then it's nothing behind it, it just fizzles out. I got a teacher that's like that. And I, I'm an instructional coach. And one of my teachers, he is so motivational. Like he had you believing you can do stuff that you really don't know how to do. He had you believing you know how to conjugate a verb, and he had you believing you know how to get that right because he stole. And you just be like, yeah. And then it's time for the task on the table. The kid is completely lost. But he sold them in his presentation. And see, that's what I cannot be. I can't sell you in the presentation and then don't do what I'm supposed to do on my end. I can't push you and then not and get pushed back when somebody trying to push me. So that's why thank you, Courtney. So that's why I'm real. I'm transparent. When I drop the ball, I'm gonna tell y'all I done dropped the ball because I want y'all to hold me accountable. I want somebody to inbox me and be like, hey, like, what's up with you in that book? Hey, when you think it's gonna come out? Hey, where you been? Karen McKinney, good for that. Hey, I ain't seen you on Monday nights. Where you been? So again, you got to have people in your circle that will hold you accountable, that will make you step up to the table. Man, I'm so proud of Jennifer. Oh my God, she's been hiding behind who she is for so long. But hey, you can't help, Sharonda, you can't help you was, birthed to be a baller. Simeon, you can't help that you were birthed with the gift of song. Bernica, you can't help you were born and birthed with the gifts or even the family that we're born in. I think Bernica had a post up about that once about, people say, oh, she just got this because of who her dad is. And, even with me, who her granddaddy is. Okay, and I can't help that. I'm just blessed by association. Just like you can be guilty by association, we can be blessed by association. And instead of you hating on who our family members are, instead of you hating on the fact that you feel like we got a one up because of who we, with the lineage we were birthed in, like I said earlier, you be the one that start the party out so that the people that come after you, that they will have the same benefit that you think we get. Okay, how about that? How about that? How about that? How about instead of you getting upset that you want you didn't do this and how about you be the star? How about you be the originator? You hear me? Okay, Sean Ross Milton want to write a book. Let me ask you all this, and then I'm about to get out of here in a minute. Tell me one thing, because this is our accountability piece. Tell me one thing that you know that's inside of you that you have not started working on, but you know it's time for you to do. Me, I know mine is the book. I know mine is the book. There's some more stuff, but I want to see. So I see Sean started this one out because she said it's a book in me. So I want to know what is inside of you that you have not watered. You know what y'all need? Y'all need a little more Jesus. And you know who else need them? Me too. Because we ain't going to be able to make it on our own. Again, that discipline issue, that's the thing for me. So what is inside of you? I'm looking. My book and other stuff. Okay, so Sean, she knows she got some multiple things on her list. Sean Ross started out, Sean Ross Milton, excuse me, baby, because she worked to get that last name. Come on, Mrs. Milton. What is it that's inside of you? What's inside of you that you're sitting on right now? What's inside of you? Come on, Sean ain't the only one. Shonda Bryan Smith, Mrs. Smith, in the words of Karen McKinney. I know it's some stuff inside of you. I ain't gonna even say one. I'm gonna tell on Shonda. One of hers is a book. Shonda been writing a book for 12 years, and I've been writing mine for 13. That's our joke. We stay on each other. Okay, Erica Kelly, a book. Lady Kelly. Lady Kelly says a book. What else is some of y'all? It's more than it's over. It's quite a few of y'all on here now. And I don't see nobody saying that. Don't get quiet now. Okay, Mrs. Lord, one of my teachers, one of the star teachers at Hickory Ridge Middle, y'all. She's a bad ELA teacher, and she has a book out. She already has her freshman book out. So she says she has another book on her on marriage and children's books. So she was like, I'm not going to say a fertility case, but she had issues with carrying. So I think her book has something to do with those storms and how so again, when you're going through these things, something is being birthed inside of you. So Erica Kelly has a book inside of her. Tierney Lord has a book. Jennifer Patterson Hill says my book, my business, and my ministry. That's right, baby girl. You got it's in you. That's in you. Let's see what my girl Tara Nee gave me that good old sip fresh. I saw me shaking that head. Yes. Tara Nee said team mentorship program and hair products. Man, it's so much on this line right now. Lady Smith, Janita Smith says my women's ministry. Misha Prado says ministry and education. My best friend Sean. I think I'm there. You tell me. Now, Sean, it's way more inside of you, baby girl. No, ma'am. It's more inside of you. We'll talk. Your birthday is Monday. We'll talk, boo. Simeon, more gifts are emerging, especially after last night's outpouring. Valencia, mentorship ministry. Erica Kelly, also other things. My mom, oh my God, she wants to do a mother's grief group. We lost my grandmother, her mother last year. Then she lost her father, my grandfather, Bishop Ward, this year. It's grief, y'all. Grief is like, woo, it's a tricky thing. It's a tricky thing. Shanika says children's books and cartoon series. All right, my sister Vonda Beatty. The script of my life, it should be a Lifetime movie. Baby, some people can just get some popcorn, honey, off the lives that some of us have lived. People would not believe some of the things that we've gone through. Bernie Mac said, it's a corporation in me. Come on, corporation. Come on, Booski. My businesses will be my legacy. I'm telling you, instead of you being frustrated because you feel like somebody was born with a silver spoon in their mouth, you create the silver spoon for the next generation. That's what you do. That's what you do. My sister Cece, my legacy begins with me. That is her thing, y'all. Y'all heard me talking about legacy today, but Cece is the legacy queen. And on next Monday, well, it's coming up Monday, the 25th, we will be doing the corporate part 2. So I will not be doing my live, but the live will be on my page as well. And it is a panel. If y'all missed the first one, oh my God. Cece, you need to put the first one back out again so people will be able to catch up, those that didn't see the first one. Trina Hardy, blended family sessions, group home. People, see, that's a need right there. There's a need. And just because you saw 14 other people put book up here, that don't mean I just mean people writing the book and people like to read. Hello? So don't get discouraged. When I say we ain't about that life, we ain't about that life of comparing our own gifts to others. Conquer levels of grief support. All right. My baby girl Ariel Stan says, I want to help special needs. I see different things popping up, but just because there are other people that's doing it does not mean that you are not called to do it. Does not mean that what you're going to do is not going to be effective. So again, we ain't about that life of comparing ourselves to others. Yes, ma'am, Miss Lord. Yes, ma'am, Miss Lord. Miss Lord says, Valerie, after this live, put the pen to the paper and get started. See, you got to have people in your life that's going to call you. I said this before. You can't just be around yes people. And my personality is very aggressive. My personality is very in your face. So people feel like sometimes I'm unapproachable. And maybe I am. But there are some people that know me and they just like, hey, girl, look, you need to do this, X, Y, Z. And I ain't bothered about my feelings. They ain't bothered about what my response is going to be. And you got to have people in your life that's going to hold you accountable simply because they know something is in you. And they're not going to be, what word am I looking for? Intimidated by your personality. They're not going to be intimidated by your bark. They're not going to be intimidated by it. You got to have some people in your corner that's not intimidated by your greatness either. Because if I push her, she might outshine me. I'm writing a book. And if I tell her to write a book, her book might sell 5 more than mine. And man, look, stay in your lane. And if your lane is book writing and it's FOMO lane of book writers, I'm telling you, it's not our responsibility to come up with who needs our product or who needs our services or who needs us. That ain't our responsibility. Our responsibility is to be like Nike and to simply do it. All right. So I think I've fussed enough. I think I've yelled enough. I think I've hollered enough. And now when I get out this live, I got to obey what Miss Lord said and go get a pen and get the writing because y'all, we cannot afford to I cannot again afford to be in June talking about we 6 months in the year, y'all. I'm a start on that book. I'm a start. What? Y'all, if I'm still talking about I'm a star, y'all slap me. Slap me because it's a disconnect somewhere. You know, so again, you got to have some people that are willing to shake you and willing to make you uncomfortable and willing to make you almost dodge their phone calls because, you know, they call to check and see if you did what you said you were going to do. That's how I am with my auntie sometimes. Because she gets a call and then, did you do this? What is Cece saying? We all have the greater one on the inside of us. What makes you think you will be the only one great? That's right. Greatness is shared amongst us. Greatness is shared amongst us. But again, what I refuse to do is I refuse to see you doing something now and it still look the same months later. That's what I'm saying. Somebody sent me a screenshot of somebody saying they have been doing something for a long time. And I'm like, and these are your results after doing this for 8-9 years, like that's some trash, baby. Maybe that's not what you're supposed to be doing. And see, that's what some of our mistakes are. Some of us are operating in areas that we are not designed, and just because we like to do it don't mean that's our area of expertise. That's not the area that we're strengthened in. That's not the area that we're anointed in. So again, you've got to know who you are. You got to kind of have some kind of idea of what your purpose is, and it's okay to dibble and dabble until you find out. But when you realize you've been dabbling for 9-10 years and it's still some trash, you're dibbling and dabbling in the wrong pot. It's time to find something else. And I want you to excel in whatever it is that God has gifted and anointed your hands to do. Saved and unsaved, just and unjust. Y'all don't forget to love and share. The thing is, we all have something we are called to do, and we're all called to be great in it. So what life are we not about? We ain't about the life of some of defeat. We ain't about the life of being slammed by life. We're not about the life of giving up. My last hashtag on the way out is I ain't about that life, or not about that life. Thank you, CC. That's my sister CC. Again, she's written her freshman book as well. And so everybody, and I'm not mad because they did what God called them to do. If anything, I'm shamed. I'm embarrassed because I know that it's something inside of me, and God is like, man, look, bam, 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 bam. People that come to me for my writing, like they are fix this right now. They got books out. How that look? That look a whole fool. God is not pleased, and neither am I. So if you know that it's something in you that you need to be doing, and then you see it sprouting out in other people, don't be mad because they yielded to the call. Let me see you hashtag or say not about that life, not about that life. I thank you all for some of you out that could walk this whole journey with me today. But I really want you to walk away empowered today. Start framing your mind around next week. You know what? I ain't about the life, not about the life of whatever it is that is not a part of your plan, not a part of your purpose. That's the life you're not about. I ain't about the life of giving up. I ain't about the life of being frustrated. I ain't about the life of being overwhelmed. I ain't about this life of being broke. Lord knows I ain't about the life of being broke. I ain't about the life of being hurt. I ain't about the life of being broken. So stop acting like it. We ain't living, we might travel through some places. It's like when you go on vacation, you travel through, but that ain't your final destination. When I'm trying to make it to Atlanta, whatever route you take, whether it's through Nashville, Alabama, I'm traveling through. I'm going to see some things. I'm going to experience some things, but that's not my final destination when I'm trying to get to the ATL. And that's the same thing for you. You're going to travel through some parts of life that you're not going to like. You're going to travel through some parts of life that you might get comfortable in and might want to stick it out in. But if that is not your final destination, if that's not where you are called to be, you got to keep on trucking, baby. Hey, I learned this song off the Temptations movie. I think the one with the high-pitched voice. He had this song, Eddie Kendricks, keep on trucking, baby. You got to keep moving forward. Let me see. You're not about that life. That's right, Misha. Don't stay too long in the layover. That's one of the most unattractive features about some tickets. But those tickets are sometimes the cheapest tickets, the one with the longest layovers. We ain't got time for no long layovers, baby. And you just be in the airport just trying to find something to do. That's Sean Milton. That's my grandmama's favorite part of the scripture. You're living beneath your privileges, girl. So again, we have somewhere to go. In the words of Mary, got to get myself together because I got some place to go. They talking about heaven, but I got purpose that I'm headed toward. I got destiny, my destination. One of the Mary said, there's a destination in my view. Our destination is our purpose. Our destination is leaving a legacy. Our destination is being great. Some of us, we are not about that life. We are not, no losses. That's right. No L's in this season. Only leveling up. Only lessons learned. Ain't no losses in this season. We moving forward and we're moving to greater strides. All right, y'all. I think I've been with y'all long enough. I done been talking so long, my computer done locked up. And it's a Shelby County Schools computer, so it might start trying to, okay, let me log on back in. Now watch it play a commercial before I play these songs. See, embarrassing me, acting like I ain't I got Apple Music, yeah. I just can't play it on, Okay, I'm back focused. So again, I'm going out with the song that I came in on, Alexis Spikes. It will be all right. We've laid over long enough. Time to get back on that flight and to soar. Time to get back on that flight and soar. That's right, Simeon. We cannot die full. My sister TK Takitha talks about working the dash, and I talked about that the other day. We got to work this dash because we don't know. We know our beginning date. We don't know our end date. And when I die, I need to die empty. I need to die having given all that was inside of me. Every book, every paragraph, every live, every opportunity to preach, every opportunity to teach, every opportunity to grow. I want to have an experience all of that. Like, I ain't trying to take none of that to the grave, honey. I look at my granddad and I'm like, that man, he basically did everything he wanted to do. You know, he did everything. And that's when when I go out, that's how I want to go out, knowing that I gave it my all right. So again, I want to thank you all. Oh, CC. She said, I'm calling you after this. Don't ignore my call. Have your calendar ready. See, them the people I be hiding from, my family members, y'all. They be calling me, stalking me because they know, y'all. I love it though. I love it. Much as I hate it, I need it, y'all. I'm telling y'all, because my mind, they call me ADD at work, ADD and ADHD. My mind be all over the place. And that's how some of us are. We got so many ideas, it's all over the place. But we're gonna hone in and we're gonna make some things happen on this year. Bernie Mac says, live big and die empty. All right, then, you guys. Thank you for joining me on today. Don't forget to love and share. I am your purpose pusher, your fellow dream chaser, the absolute best goal friend. Ooh, Sharonda, don't encourage her. That's GOAL friend you will find anywhere. Also in this season, it has been declared I'm a midwife. I help people to birth purpose. Now I need all my purpose pushers to push. Everybody that's about to call me and stalk me, y'all give me to 12 o'clock at least. I got something to do. As soon as this live is over, give me the 12 o'clock and I promise I'll answer the phone. All right? I love you. Don't forget those things that we said we got to do. Let's get on it. We ain't going to have this conversation in June. It's time to room start it up. Let's get it going, y'all. And I will see you all later. I will catch you at the top or see you at the top because that's where you will find me. Happy Saturday, everybody.